but it's good, though.
Oh, we're joined now by dating expert John Aiken. Morning to you.
Hi, John.
Right, OK,
Good morning,
here we
you
go.
two. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. Phones have gone mad, so let's start with Faye. Hi, Faye.
Hi.
Hello,
Hiya.
Faye.
Right, how can John help?
Hey, Faye.
Hi, John. I am just going through a divorce at the moment, and I'm trying to get back into the dating game again. And I just seen that I'm going for, like, the wrong type of guys. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I don't know if I'm sort of, just picking the wrong type of people, and just want a bit of advice to kind of get back in it again.
Well, I'm very pleased that you called in, Faye, because this is a common problem for people when they get out of a big-term relationship. They essentially don't know how to get back into a healthy one, and they often repeat the same mistakes and end up essentially having a failed next go at it. So here's what I'm going to tell you to do. You need to make sure that you just put a pause on dating right now, and you look back on that previous relationship that you've just come out of, that divorce, and you need to look at yourself and say, what went wrong? What did I do that contributed to this? And why was this guy so wrong for me? Then what I want you to do, Faye, is I want you to sit down with a best friend, and I want you to make sure that she keeps you honest. And you say to her, what do I need to change in my next relationship? And you get very clear about that, Faye. And with that being the result, what you can do then is you set yourself up for getting something different next time around. But you've got to take some time to learn from your mistakes rather than just repeating those same old patterns that essentially don't work out for you.
So accepting a little bit of responsibility.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel like I did have a bit of a break at the start, but then I kind of felt, well, I want to get back into it. And now I feel like now the people that I pick, they just may be in it for the wrong thing. They're not in it for what I want.
Yeah, so I think...
Well, I can tell you what.
Go on, John.
They are in it for the wrong thing, Faye. If that's what you're picking up, then you can guarantee that's the case. You really have to learn that type of wrong type that you're going after, you have to make a conscious effort to look out for red flags, and you can do this with a hard conversation with your friend. What am I going to avoid moving forward? And then be disciplined about it, and make sure that friend keeps you on track, because if you don't acknowledge the red flags, then you're just going to end up in the same bad place again. And I don't want that for you, Faye.
And also,
I don't want that for me.
I suppose you've also got to, when you give that job to a friend, you've got to be prepared to let that friend say it without you getting offended or upset or cross with them because you gave them the job in the first place. Is that right?
That's absolutely right, Phil. You've got to choose someone who's going to hold you accountable, who's not going to just try and, keep things nice for you and avoid hurting your feelings. You want to know, what did I do wrong? Why were they wrong for me, my partner, that is? What am I going to do different moving forward? And what are the red flags I'm absolutely going to avoid? And if you can do that with some support and change things up, you're going to find that you can have a fresh, different and new relationship, one that you deserve, but you're going to have to be really disciplined about it. Make a conscious effort here, Faye.
Very good. Faye, good luck with that. Hope you meet the right one. We've got Emily on the line next. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Good morning. So, listen, you've been with your husband for 12 years. You've got a daughter. You both are very much in love, but you feel like something's missing, that spark's gone.
Yeah. So since having our daughter, we don't really do anything together anymore. We just spend our spare time separately. Even if we're still in the same room, we're not doing anything together. Obviously, our daughter is our priority. We love her. It took a long time to get her, but we don't really know where to go from here, because it's like we're living as two single people. Even though we love each other so much, we just don't know how to get out of that rut.
Okay.
Well, this is a very, very common problem that people have, particularly after a new child arrives into the relationship. It blows it up. And essentially, you have to literally create a new blueprint for your relationship. So this is what you need to do. You need to be thinking, if I'm going to create some sort of spark again and reconnection, I'm going to have to prioritize the relationship, just the two of you. So you want to try and build in each day a ritual of connection. So my wife and I will have a morning coffee on the balcony before we get underway and deal with the kids, because that's our time to debrief and connect. You've got to build that in and make sure, if you can do 2 a day, it might be an afternoon walk together. It could be that, that you have a glass of wine at night when the little one goes down. Make sure you build in those little moments of connection, because from there you start essentially becoming a couple again. Here's another thing.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep asking questions and be interested in one another. Don't just give it the, how's your day? Fine, move on. You want to drill down and find out the little things that happen during the day that are important so that you keep that connection going. This is absolutely vital because it's like a glue. The more interested you are, the more you know about your partner's inner world, the better it's going to be in terms of creating that spark again.
There you go. Good luck.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome. You'll get there.
Right, Anne said, I've been single for 10 years and I've got comfortable being by myself. However, I do get lonely at times and I want to meet someone, but I have a big fear of dating because I'm out of the game for so long. What should I do?
Well, if I was you, I'd get on those dating sites because it's easier than ever before to meet people, particularly like-minded ones. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about Tinder here, but I'm talking about different sites that essentially you think might have people that are a similar age, or that they've got like-mindedness about interests, hobbies, stage of life, travel, whatever it is. But get on those websites because they do a lot of the hard work for you. As well, get outside your comfort zone. If a friend says, I'm going out, it's a Wednesday night, don't sit back, settle in and say, no, thanks. Jump at the chance. Anything to get out of your comfort zone will get you back in the game.
Very good, thank you. Nat says, my boyfriend and I have been on a break since January. We've been through a lot and he's broken my trust a few times. We want to give the relationship another go, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to trust him again. What should I do?
This is not easy. This is going to require some heavy lifting, and not from you, but from your partner. Essentially, the way in which you're going to rebuild trust is if the person that has strayed wins you back. They are going to have to do everything they can, whatever it takes, to get your relationship new and fresh so that you can believe in it again. And that means sitting down with this partner and saying, the old way doesn't work. Here are things I need to see different moving forward. If you can do them, we have a chance. If you can't, forget it. So it might be things like take all passwords off computers and phones, and you're not allowed to take a phone to the toilet anymore, and you can check it anytime you want. It might be that, he can't go out to certain places and get blind drunk with his mates on a Thursday night anymore. Or it might be that he's got to check in with you at lunchtime, send you a couple of texts during the day, and you do things differently at night when you come home together. Whatever it is, you essentially hold all the power here. Give him a blueprint and say, this is what I need. Can you step up and give it to me or not?
All right. Julie says, I'm 46 years old and I'm looking to start dating again, but I'm not sure how to go about it. I want to find someone like-minded who's interested in a relationship. Can I find someone like this through online dating, or am I too old for that?
No. Come on, Holly. She's not too old. Phil, come on.
Definitely
she's
not.
absolutely...
We definitely don't agree with that.
No, not at all. I mean, I think people nowadays, they think, this online dating scenario or using these apps is for young people. Not at all. If anything, if you're single and you feel like your confidence is strong, then get out there and get on as many as you can, and just be selective, be patient. And what I would say is don't put the pressure on yourself to meet Mr. or Miss Right. Don't try and look for the one, but actually just look at this as finding out what you like, what you don't like. If it goes further, fantastic. But enjoy the ride rather than putting the pressure on that you have to make each and every person the ideal partner. Because frankly, It's going to take time, and it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
But now's a good time to do it in today's world with all these apps and all these sites.
Give it a go. What have you got to lose? What about Debbie then? She says, I've been with my fiancé for 10 years, but feel like he always chooses other things over spending time with me. He'd rather be elsewhere or playing video games with his friends. And when we are together, he's just on his phone. How do I bring this up with him?
Well, Debbie, you're going to have to hit him with your feelings rather than with facts, because essentially you've probably told him, I'm just assuming here, that, you've spoken to him many times about how often he's on his phone or how he's jumping on the video games instead of spending time with you, and it's not getting any traction. The reason why that is because he doesn't know how you feel about it. You're telling him not to do it, but he doesn't empathise with you. So you've got to go in at a feeling level. And what that means is you need to be telling him, I feel lonely, I feel neglected, I feel unimportant, I feel second best in this relationship. So hit him with as many feelings as you can, because you can't deny that. Feelings are a wonderful thing when it comes to relationships because you own them and they're yours, and you can hit him right between the eyes with him so he gets in your shoes. And when you have empathy, you then can create change. Just telling him to stop it isn't going to cut it, but telling him how you feel about it and what really upsets you, and most importantly, how you feel really not important and totally small and neglected as a result of it, he's going to hopefully stop and say, I got to, pull up my socks here.
Amazing, John. Well
that
done.
was really
Thank you.
good.
Great.
Loved that. I think you helped lots of people today, that's for sure. Good to talk to you. Thank you.
It's a real pleasure, guys. Have a great morning.
And you. Bye-bye.
We've got to get him back.
I know, he was really good.
You've got to come back.
I thought that was really good. I was like, amazing.
I'd love it. The more time I can spend with you two, the better.
Amazing.
Love it.
We'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon then, in that case. Right.